Coley, how are you, mate?
I'm all better for seeing you, Ben.
Yeah, likewise. Summer holidays, sounds a treat.
That sounded so convincing, that.
Yeah, well, you fed up with me.
Likewise.
You fed up with me?
No, I'm happy to see you.
Oh, you
just
felt
yeah,
like sorry.
weren't those? Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's like that, is it? What have you been doing with your summer holidays, Ben?
Oh, not much, to be fair. I mean, apart from full-time childcare.
Yeah.
Getting completely out of shape, burning the candles both ends.
Don't do yourself down.
And I feel like maybe when September rolls around, I might do a bronco just for giggles.
Why?
Well, I can always quit if it gets too hard.
COVID.
Yeah.
I remember. You do like 3 reps by yourself. The first time you do a bronco, it's all right. You have to train for a bronco. Or I always have to train, but I was never one that could just pick them up and go do it. So I go to the park and do 2 or 3 broncos by myself. But the first one I did, I remember getting to 2.5 reps in. It was about 30 degrees. And I just thought, oh, fuck this, I'm stopping. It must have taken about. And I did one in the Dome at Leicester once, and my phone melted. And it must have been 7 minutes into the 3rd rep, and I was just like, oh no, I've lost the time and I had to leave.
7 minutes?
Honestly, it was 40 degrees in that dome. You know when your phone gets too hot and it literally goes temperature warning? I must have done 2 reps, or I'll say 3, and got to it, and then it was like, I honestly can't breathe in here. And then looked at it, it was like a sauna, and looked at it and it was melted. I'm like, that's my excuse, I'm out of it. I
was actually holding in some giggling there because I just had a flashback of, obviously a lot of people are in pre-season right now.
Yeah.
Doing their thing. I had a flashback of Tom Cowan-Dickey. First day back to pre-season, we had to do a bronco, and he ran this bronco, and he was having out of body experience. He was so fucked, and he was running, and he was crumbling. We then had a 2-minute rest. He's on his back, can hardly breathe. He's like a bulldog next to a wood burner. He then gets up. We then start the session. He has to run in. He's just gone missing because he shat himself. Because he's so exhausted. And I was like, Dickie, what's wrong with you? And he locked himself in the toilet. Anyway, he basically said, because it's 2 weeks mandatory rest and it's 3 weeks of ticking along. Yeah. And I was like, well, did you do anything? He went, well, took the kids to the park a few times, just sort of did a couple of laps around the swings. It's how did that work out for you, mate? So anyone out in pre-season, nothing will be worse than Dickie. Which then leads me on to, when we talk about pre-season, someone that's probably having the hardest pre-season at the moment, because they're gearing up, of course, for the Women's World Cup that starts next week, is, of course, Red Roses prop Maud Muir is with us. How are you, Maud?
I am good, thank you. Well, I'm not shat myself yet, so can't be too hard.
Perfect.
Do you know what? I just don't think you've ran a perfect bronco unless you have.
We don't do broncos anymore.
Do you
do
not?
1200.
Go on, explain that.
Oh, it's just 12 laps of the rugby pitch.
What? Mitch? Come on, Mitch. You're meant to be
It is hard, though. You do exhaust yourself.
You just do, how many? You just do laps?
No, 100, 200, 300, 400, right. 500 to 1200.
Yeah.
Who was the old Spurs coach? Didn't he do that? With the football lads? I remember seeing this video and they're all literally collapsing at the end of it.
That was in Hong Kong or something. Yeah, it was ridiculous. End of season, pre-season tour.
Oh.
Do you win?
So how'd you go on that?
Can confirm don't win the 1200. Okay. It's not really my strong sport.
Have you got to the stage yet? Because I don't want to sort of single someone out, but old matey over there, he used to do his running, and the coach used to run alongside him and Marla to encourage them to keep going. So have you got to that stage?
No, not quite.
You're fine then.
Yeah, not quite.
No, that never happened. Then there was one pre-season camp where I couldn't. If a coach runs alongside you, you just have to blank them, and then they will give up eventually. But thankfully, I was always 1 from the back. But yeah, and also the coaches realised I lost prospect anyway. So Steve tried to run alongside me. I was just like, I'm going to run with the guys at the front and encourage them to keep going, whereas these guys can fuck themselves. So I was like, yeah, fine.
It was Marla and Mako that definitely had it, didn't they? Marla and Mako definitely had the coach running behind them, encouraging. And Mako can tell 1,000 words with his eyebrows. He basically communicates through his eyebrows. And if you could signal, fuck off, leave me alone.
Yeah.
He signaled it through his eyebrows of looking at it. It was Lanny, wasn't it? Was it Stuart that ran
That was in Denver. But that was when we had to run in there was oh, you're going to have scrums in the session, so put your boots on and stuff. And we were doing mass running and remember the bliss side of my feet? I'm going to find a picture of them. Literally took the entire, we did we did 2 scrums in the entire session and then did mass running in our boots, and it was ridiculous. And and we went to Vale and spent 4 hours on a bus in a traffic jam.
We did.
Yeah. Anyway,
pre-season blisters?
Pre-season.
Not this pre-season, touchwood, But I have had some terrible ones when we were at Wasps. Oh, they were horrendous. They were like this big and red raw and pussy, and it wasn't good.
I don't think there's enough sympathy out there for training with blisters and having to do that, because pre-season is you're changing pitches all the time, aren't you? You're obviously doing change of direction, running, scrummaging, mauling, all these bits. And actually, blisters is one of them, like, I'll get on with it. But they're agony.
No, you need at least a week off.
Yeah, big shout out to anyone out there doing pre-season that have got blisters.
I'll tell you what, Compeed.
Yeah.
Nah, because if you have a blister, you put a Compeed on it, then the Compeed comes off, it takes the blister off.
No, I think you're meant to keep it on until the blister's healed. You're never meant to take it off, but I always take it off. So that, defeats the object.
So what has pre-season camp been like? Obviously you mentioned about the running there, which is, has there been a huge amount of running in it? Has there been a lot of skill work? How's it sort of looked?
Yeah, it's been a fair bit of running, but I don't know if, from a prop, every bit of running is horrible. We have this new running that is horrible. It involves down ups and going like around a cone, not just tapping the cone. You have to like around the cone, which I think is so much harder because it like uses the muscles in your legs that you don't realize you normally do. But yeah, lots of running, quite a bit of, we've done like strengthy bits within the sessions. We go running. It's like a gym session, strong woman-esque. And then like touch games and stuff. So yeah, fair bit of running, but also, just trying to get stronger as well.
So like fatigue and then integrate into rugby and then almost come back to those bits.
Yeah.
We spent a pre-season doing that, didn't we? Was that 2019? That was with Mitch.
No worms have turned up. Do you know what I mean? But like these long bags of like, it'll take like 4 or 5 of you to carry it.
Oh,
and
no.
Good.
Because we the ones we had to carry, you have to like carry stuff in you. Like there'd be a sandbag. Don't look at me like...
No, I'm listening to you. No, I'm intrigued.
You look like you don't know what I'm on about.
Well, I've got post-traumatic stress from it. So it's like...
But what was it where you had, like, it was like strongman stuff, whereas like you had, I think someone had like the, what do they call them, a farmer's walk. Someone had like a dumb thing and you had to like, as teams you had to run them out and then someone's scoring and it's like the scores never made any sense and then you had to run and then you went into rugby.
Which leads into my next question actually, because you're obviously doing that in groups.
Yeah.
Coaches scoring.
Yeah.
Is Mitch still keeping up his great reputation of winning every single fitness that he's in charge of? Because essentially he sort of like, that's a rep.
No,
that's a rep.
He's quite harsh with his team, to be honest. Like he's
changed his ways.
Yeah, he's like, come on, girls, get better. But he involves himself in the team tasks. He's in the yellow team. I don't think they're doing that well, but we're the blue team and we're at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So really good. We're like 40 points behind everyone else. So we're well and truly at the bottom.
You got some work to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Has Mitch sort of tried to do things differently than what maybe he's been doing since obviously joined in 2023, 4th of May? I know a lot about Mitch.
Oh,
but that's when
specific.
That's officially when he joined the Red Roses. I'll have you know. There you go, little fact for you. Has he sort of like changed? Is it very different to what maybe you've done in Six Nations and tours?
I think it's like hard to see because we're in pre-season. I feel like it's always a bit different. It's not all rugby. But he's always just a bit brutal. But like also I love Mitch. I think he's so good how open he is. And he's like willing to say, I got things wrong and learn from it, which I think is so nice to have such an open coach. But he is very good.
Mitch I love Mitch.
Yeah.
Coley loves Mitch. He's been on before. He's an absolute cracker of a bloke. But he can be very random at times, I'd say.
No, he's the most random man ever. Like we're literally mid-meeting and he'll just start playing his playlist. And we're like, what is going on? Why are you playing music? Like that's so bizarre. He is a nutter, but it's good to be a bit normal, I feel like, as well.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's such a pressure cooker anyway. Obviously, home World Cup, sort of tip to win it, favourites tag, everything like that. Obviously, your unbeaten run and everything that goes with it is actually, you need a bit of that because otherwise it can become so intense that actually you're still not there yet. And the whole preseason becomes intense. When it actually comes to the first game and all those moments, it's like a complete pressure cooker. And, that can actually have a massive effect when you need be able to have those valves of release, which you can bring. What are you going to say, Coley?
No, I was going to mention Mitch in like, was it 2019, where basically it was like Mitch is taking a meeting And he's like, about 2 seconds, he's like, oh, everyone break into little discussion groups and talk about this. And then he goes over to the media guy. He goes, how's the meeting going? It's like, it's literally just starting, mate. He's like, it's going well, isn't it? It's like, it's been 2 minutes, Mitch. He's like, you might want to get on with it. He's like, oh yeah. So like, that's Mitch.
Yeah.
We played France. We were playing France at home, and we'd played the week before. I can't remember who we played. We'd won, but we weren't maybe defensively as good as what he'd like. And he was at the back of the room, and then he walked down like carrying this bucket. And he just sort of like slowly walked to the front. He lowered the bucket and he goes, right, boys, it's about time we got some of these. And he leant over to the bucket and just pulled out 2 racks of ribs, put them by his side. And he was like, huh? Unders, curry, huh? He goes, right, let's go train. Eddie was like, okay, Mitch, we missed out any detail there, lads? Like, are we looking at any clips? He was just like nodding like he nailed it.
Yeah, he is good. Very good.
God love Mitch. What's been the best and worst part of pre-season so far then?
Ooh.
Or World Cup camp?
Yeah.
How long have you been in camp for? You set the scene.
Since, I think, I actually have no idea. Was it,
do you remember a life before World Cup camp?
No.
Yeah.
I really
all
can't.
disintegrated.
Yeah. So when did we finish Six Nations? Like April. And then we had May off.
Well, you won the league with Gloucester Hartpury,
yeah,
didn't you? So you won the league.
Won the league.
Did you have a bit of time off then
No,
afterwards?
Straight.
So you were straight in.
Won the league on the Sunday, into camp Monday, played Italy on the Saturday. It was pretty tough, pretty low. That was probably, I know it's not preseason, but that was a mentally tough week to get yourself from the highest of highs to get back into Six Nations, learn everything. That was a lot. And then went back into camp, I think it was June or July.
Because you had that absolutely cracking game against France at Twickenham, which was the last game.
Yep, can remember that now.
You're making me question myself.
Yeah, my memory is not my strong point.
So you had that cracking game against France, which obviously you won at Twickenham. Awesome. So then after that, did you then get some downtime?
Yeah, we had a bit like you said, 2 full weeks off and then 3 like training weeks, which I always find really hard to like actually motivate myself to do. But having the 1200 at the end of it is like motivation to try and get a little bit fit at least. High point, I really enjoyed the Treviso camp. Like I feel like we really connected as a team, and I feel like that's such a good thing that Mitch does. He loves trying to strengthen bonds and try and bring the team together, like kind of naturally, but in a less natural way, but it becomes natural. Put you into hard situations, basically. So yeah, probably not the whole of Treviso, but we went on a Prosecco tour in Treviso, and that was really fun and really nice.
And tiramisu, do you have any tiramisu? Because that was, I believe that was where it originates from. Yeah,
Treviso, I think, is well known for, I think it created tiramisu as well as Prosecco.
I stand by that. And if you comment below and you question me, well, you're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah, so I had a few tiramisus and love a tiramisu as well.
How long were you out there for?
6 days, 5-6 days. Yeah.
Were you training at Benetton, Treviso, the training ground there?
Yeah. Short walk from the hotel. Did you do that?
That was...
Yeah, the walk every day. Yeah.
The heat from the road as you walk over.
To be fair, I think it was actually hotter in England than in Italy. And obviously it's a heat training camp, so it's quite ironic that it was literally hotter in England.
What about, because the bugs was a serious, we had a serious issue with the bugs when we were out there, when we were training, just swallowing bugs.
Yeah, I gagged and threw up one time because a bug went straight through my throat.
Running 1200s, just like.
Yeah, no, everyone got bitten as well. Yeah. It is savage there.
And the gym is the hottest.
No, there is aircon, but they don't turn it on.
Yeah. We're the same thing.
I didn't realise that until the end of the week. I thought it was just no aircon.
No,
yeah.
We'd train, wouldn't we? And then we'd go to the gym, and Tom Tumbleson, for instance, the S&C at the time was like, mate, we should probably put the aircon on for the boys and all that. And Eddie's like, nah, mate. Just test them. It's like 45 degrees in there. Trying to do max reps after doing a rugby session. Nah, man, I want to see how much they want it. So, I mean, I want it, but I don't want to collapse.
Yeah.
We were on our boat social, didn't we, to the like Venetian Rugby Club, which happened to be on, we thought it was in like Venice City. It wasn't. It was on some like island off of Venice, and there was seafood, and basically everyone got food poisoning, didn't they?
Oh no.
And then we had to scrummage against the Italians the next day. And you know where the gym is? Like the toilets are about a mile away, aren't they?
You have to, like, you can't go.
Yeah, basically you can't. But so anyway, Marla's like, I need to go. So me and Marla have walked to the toilet. It's about an hour away. We've gone. I've just gone for a wee. He's had to do other things. But there's no toilet paper in his, but I've had to leave. I've just gone, I'm like, I'm not waiting here for him to finish either. There's no toilet paper in his, but he reckons he's there for 20 minutes shouting for me.
Did you go into the main toilet as well, which doesn't have a seat?
Yeah, there's plenty of ones which just holes in the ground, aren't there? Yeah.
And then you obviously scrummed after that. So which lucky second row was back behind
God,
So nice.
Yeah, that's the treat of Treviso. But there is quite a nice, and the walk from the hotel, there's like a supermarket on the corner.
Yeah.
And I've spent many a time. Actually, I got a message off Genji saying that was one of his favourite times of his life. Is just
going to
I was
the
having
supermarket.
like coffees and ice creams and just sapping the life out of. Well, not sapping it, putting it right, putting the world to rights, like it's outside there. So
don't mistake being a sap for realist, Coley.
exactly, mate.
Sometimes you got to moan a little bit.
Yeah.
How many? Obviously, part of doing what you do, it means you miss like birthdays, weddings, gatherings. How many occasions have you missed due to the World Cup pre-season?
Oh, I actually don't think I've missed any this time round.
Good work.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I managed to figure out going to everything. My birthday was in Treviso. We have there's 4 front row that have their birthdays on consecutive days in pre-season, basically every time. So it is.
That is smart.
Yeah.
So basically, that is smart. Well, it's in. I'm assuming you get
so
cake.
the parents have planned this.
We
have
do
they,
get
Ben?
cake. We didn't
So
get
you
cake
meant you
until
had
the
cake
last
for-
day.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They
you want one every
combined
week,
it
so you
all.
can because otherwise you have to wait to the end.
Yeah.
Don't
You
you?
want
And the
you want to
cake
space out
was-
every week, so you get like one a
But
week.
when you're out there and you're literally training so hard,
When you say you
need
get cake
the
as well, when the cake comes out, do all like the coach and staff just look at it and then see who's taking it? And you're like,
Yeah, does everyone panic? Like, can I have some?
Can I have some?
It's like,
To be
who-
fair, it was gluten and lactose free, so it wasn't like it was nice, but it wasn't.
Don't. It was nice. It wasn't nice, was it?
Yeah.
It was
We had we
gluten, lactose, fun-free cake is just sawdust, isn't it? Really?
We had the great Glenn Eller, one of rugby union's finest, coach us out in Australia,
Oh, yeah.
and it was his birthday
Yeah.
during the tour, wasn't it? So everyone had got cake whenever it's their birthday, but for Glenn, Hask brought out a iceberg lettuce with a candle in it, sang happy birthday. It was so good.
Eddie fell off his
Eddie
chair.
couldn't, Eddie
Yeah,
couldn't
he
breathe. He couldn't
breathe.
honestly breathe. I thought he was going to like collapse, but like it was honestly.
Very good.
Glenn was he was gutted, to be fair, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was,
It was
yeah.
absolute genius.
Did you use a tactic with the cake as well, where it's like, who's the most like jacked person on the table? And it's like, right, you go up and get like
One- yeah,
10
yeah.
You get 10 slices and bring some back to the table. And then it's like, you're sat at the table with them and it's like, I'll eat 9 of them. It's fine.
So you talked about obviously the connections. Mitch does all that, but then who's in charge of social? Have you got a social committee?
yeah.
And who does all that?
Yeah, Jess Breach is a keen social person. I'd say I do a fair bit, or try to at least. Try
Yep.
to bring everyone together.
So what have you done?
Oh, I don't even know if actually. Maybe
So the Prosecco-
maybe I haven't.
Was the Prosecco tour
That was-
your
just take
idea?
credit for it. Who cares? If you take credit for it now, then it's yours.
Yeah, who's going to call you out?
Yeah, true.
Solid.
Prosecco tour was not organised by me. We went to an outdoor pool, which was really nice, but that's not really much organisation, actually. Okay, maybe I really haven't actually done anything.
Time to step up.
Yeah,
An outdoor pool. Is that the one in the hotel?
it was.
Social. It's just recovery. It's a social.
Yeah, it's a social,
Who says
yeah.
we haven't done any socials
Yeah,
this
yeah.
year? We've got loads. Look, there's protein shakes and all sorts. Like, yeah. Oh, thanks.
Gosh, I don't even know what we have done stuff, but I can't remember anything that we've
You
actually
saving
done.
it. You saving it for the World Cup. That's
Yeah,
what you
of
do.
course. Yeah, don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
You know.
Has there been opportunities to sort of, because they can be extremely intense, can't they? So you obviously talk about your trip you had, but has there been other opportunities to kind of let off some steam, have a drinks together, kind of do different things?
Yeah, I think, the Prosecco tour was a big one for us. I don't think we've ever
Did anyone go, like, you don't have to name them, but
It's
did
like you've
anyone go
mentioned this 4
real hard?
times. Like,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is-
really, like,
Yeah, what actually happened on this Prosecco
Yeah,
tour?
well,
Was there any
yeah.
fighting on the back seat of the bus?
Yeah,
That's the-
yeah.
no fighting. We did I feel like we've never really been allowed to or encouraged to drink. Not encouraged. We haven't been encouraged to drink, but like as in it's been okay.
Yeah.
Okayed for us.
Not feel like
Yeah,
you shouldn't feel
exactly.
awkward
Like
if
it
you
was
wanted-
completely
yeah.
fine if you did or you didn't. So it was nice that we could actually have that moment to like properly relax. And yeah, it was just nice to hang out with the girls and be able to. We went to like the place where the Prosecco is actually made in Treviso. And and we bought a few bottles, and then we went back reasonably early because we had this barbecue at the rugby club. Did you guys ever had this barbecue?
No, we didn't.
But apparently Mitch loved the barbecue at Benetton Rugby, and it was lovely, but I think we all would have preferred to stay at the Prosecco tour a little bit longer. I can't lie.
Now you know, Mitch. Yeah. Now you know. Just when you thought you nailed it, mate, with the barbecue.
No, he did a very good job, and the barbecue was the barbecue was humongous. It was the biggest barbecue I've ever seen. But yeah, I think we would have preferred to have a bit more Prosecco.
The roles of props in rugby has changed a lot. Mm-hmm. A little bit, hasn't it? And when you think of, you're obviously carrying the ball, you do a lot of carrying of the ball, defensive work, obviously you've got a scrum, you've got a maul and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like...
Line out lifting.
Did you start out as a prop so that you learnt from day dot, or would you start somewhere else and then have to integrate those bits? Because you see like back rowers maybe moving to hooker, so they have that sort of carrying ability and jackling ability. Did you play from day dot, or? Literally
since I was 5, I started. You obviously don't have positions then, but as soon as there were positions, I was a prop. So kind of knew everything about it. But obviously you don't learn like scrums when you're younger. They're just, shove your head in and hope for the best. But obviously when you go through the systems and you have to actually learn the tips and the tricks of scrummaging. But yeah, definitely I actually had to play second row one game, and I'm not tall, and I've never been in the second row until a under 20s game. I basically was too young to go in the front row, and I went and I was on second row for about a minute in under 20s. So that was my claim to fame.
Did you do a scrum as second row?
I did a scrum. Honestly, would never do it again.
Oh, okay.
I hated it. I did have a bright pink scrum cap though. Very on theme. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was horrible. Like the amount of pressure that you get in your head is not actually okay in second row.
What more? So you'd get more pressure playing there than you would?
I think it's more like
squeezing.
Like it's different, isn't it? But yeah.
I've played in the second row for a women's team. I'd say it's one of the five most awkward moments of my life. But yeah.
In this women's team,
how has this never come up? Go on.
Right, went on tour, under 16s, South Leicester. We went on tour to Holland, and the team we were supposed to play, we had a massive group, about 35 of us. The team we were supposed to play didn't turn up, so they basically called the local, I think there was a Belgian women's team that needed a team to play against, so they called them in.
Surely this was not allowed.
No, it's allowed. It's on the continent. It's liberal. And basically then they didn't have enough players, so they all lined up, and actually they obviously had a good scout because I was first draft pick. I played in their team, and I got put in the second row, and A, my head got crushed, and B, the bind situation was a whole, like, as a 15-year-old, 6-year-old kid, it was awkward. But
is there any footage of this?
There won't be any footage, but there's a picture of, I think there's a picture somewhere online of me wearing, the opposition kit. But you might not recognise because he's got hair and...
What, so the women were in the front row and you were in the second row?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I play in the, I feel your pain, and my head got crushed, and second row is an awkward place to play.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I haven't since then just try and crush people's heads in it.
Well, Maud, of course, you are 24 years of age, and Coley is 38. Are you worried that eventually you might sort of look a bit like, cauliflower ears?
I hope.
Maybe you got lovely length of hair at the moment, like maybe it doesn't, and like.
I haven't really thought about it. I don't think I'll be going as long as you. I must admit, I very much salute you both for going as long as you have. I just don't think I have it in me.
Recognise my contribution of physical work as well.
Yeah, I don't know how you've done especially in the scrum.
No, because you touched the ball, Maud. I didn't. So that's
you carry the ball.
Yeah, I haven't. So
what is the art to longevity as a front row, Coley? Maud's obviously 24.
Yeah.
You played till 38. Categorically says that she's not going to play till she's 38. But like, what allowed you to have that longevity as a tight head? Stubbornness?
Yeah, not going near the ball, said that one. But I think like as a role, as a prop, you have like your first job is to scrum and maul, or mine was. Others people's aren't, but like that was mine. So like a lot of that is technique work. A lot of it is attitude. Yes, you got to have durability and stuff, but like everything after that is a big bonus on top of what you do. But I think as long as you have the foundation of your game, and it's quite hard to learn. And you obviously have to, I think that's what I was able to play as long as I had A, I was injury free, but B, because there's certain fundamentals that other people just were learning. That's why.
I really agree. Like, I think scrum and maul and like set piece, that's your main job as a prop. Like, if I have had an amazing game open play, but gone backwards in the scrum, I've had a bad game. Like, I'm a true believer that if you're a prop, it's scrum first, and then open play is everything else happens after that. But
and often they fall like, let's say, I would say I had great games around the open play, I never did, but like your scrum goes well, then like everything feels like you almost feel better, whereas sometimes your scrum goes backwards and then it's like your carry game and stuff goes, or your ruck inspection game, sort of, you just off that, you know what I mean? Because you're thinking about the scrum and it's all that, it feeds into one another.
Definitely.
If you've had a bad scrum, how do you then reset yourself to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Yeah.
To the next one.
I am quite good at forgetting. But I don't think that's, or you probably have found this out via the podcast. Really bad attention span. That is how you do it. I think you just got to be like, I think it's, the stubbornness to be like, that's not happening again. Like, I don't want that to happen again. Probably more than technique is, you're just stubborn.
Coley spoke before about almost the tight head has to kind of command the scrum and drill it during the week and kind of maybe emphasize the importance, how important it is to maybe the other 7 members as a tight head. Is that something that you have to do at the Red Roses?
I'd say probably I more do that through my actions rather than like, I'm not really a leader speaker, but I'd like to think that people would like follow me and, want to do it because scrums are important. Very important, very, very important.
Would you like to invest in PropSapp?
What is PropSapp?
It's a new app that we're launching where props can join and basically moan about everyday life to each other, because we all know that props love a good sap.
I would love that.
And if anyone wants a moan, they often go and find a prop to moan with.
Yeah. Sorry, is it called PropSapp?
That's even better. It's coming very soon.
It is now. It is now.
Sorry, that clicked and I was like, that is genius.
Yeah. Do you find that people will come? I don't know if you seem very bubbly, like, but have you got the bit of sap in you? Because
I think you can't not have a bit of sap in you, especially in a long preseason. Definitely.
Because some of the greatest sappers / people you needed to lean on was often in my career were front rowers. Yeah. They were terrific.
Mate, when you think life can't get any harder, come find me and I'll tell you it can. I will show you that it can get a lot harder.
Or go look at Mako and Marla running with the coach.
Everything's a lot harder when you weigh a lot more than everyone else.
Correct.
All right, then you two have like a couple of minutes. What do you want to sap about?
Trying to put my socks on this morning.
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm now retired and I'm actually feeling better, but like, you probably just jump out of bed in the morning, don't you? And just like Wallace and Gromit, just jump into something and you clothes on, all that kind of stuff. Especially after playing, that was not very nice. But even now, I have to sit down to do it.
I've got a niche one. Turning round in the car to check that you're like clear to reverse because the neck range is not there.
No.
That's...
Yeah.
You have to
That's
get
dangerous.
Yeah, it is actually.
The reversing camera is a godsend, especially when you used to have to do we had like manual gear, but everyone knows automatics now, but like manuals, it was literally like a no reversing camera. I remember you'd always have to like put your arm on the back of the front seat in front, the passenger seat, and then like turn and like literally.
I
you
still
couldn't just
do
like
this.
turn your head. It was literally like
no reverse camera.
Yeah, and then you're doing that, so. You wouldn't have that issue.
I don't have any of those issues.
No.
Or
You're
tight
a chauffeur,
hips.
don't you?
Have to move my leg. Okay, this is getting a bit dangerous now. I probably shouldn't.
You need someone to drive you a bit more.
I need a chauffeur.
Safe to say that.
Also, right, the walk from Treviso. That's all.
It's a rugby show.
Now we're sapping. Right, the walk from the hotel.
Yeah.
So in Treviso, this is brought back a memory. There was a guy called Neil Craig, who was Eddie's like mate, and he basically did. He was Aussie rules, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't really understand the union, but he had all these thought processes. Anyway.
Sort of high performance, sort of like...
We had done units in the morning, scrum, maul, brawl, all that kind of stuff. Then we had about 4 hours off, and then we had gym in the afternoon. And we used to set off for the gym. I mean, it's probably a 10-minute walk at best.
Yeah, give yourself 15.
We give ourselves half hour. We had Mako with us, and we're walking at literally a snail's pace. And Neil Craig's like caught us up. He's left after us, caught us up, and he's walking around. He's like, everyone's like shattered because obviously we've been beating each other up. And Neil Craig's like, guys, why'd you walk so fucking slowly? It was just like, fuck off. Watch what we do, and that's why we walk slowly. And he was just like, right, you shouldn't walk slowly. He's like, and he walked off, and we were just like, yeah, piss off. So you walk slowly as a front rower as well.
Yeah, you do.
Last World Cup, obviously losing the final.
Mm-hmm.
The obvious question is to ask, how was that? But we all know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
But the question would be, how often do you think about that tournament or that final?
Probably more so now we're closer to the next one. But yeah, I was quite young as well, which probably is a good thing because I was distraught. We all were really sad. But you kind of flip it on its head and you're like, I don't want that to happen again. So that's the motivation for this final, I think. Like, we obviously want to win, but we also don't want to feel like that again. And I think a few of the girls obviously played in the 2017 as well. So they've lost 2 finals on the bounce. And it's like, no, it's not happening. Like, that is kind of the main motivation, or a big one for me personally, is I don't want to feel like that again and I don't want to lose again.
Is there a worry because the Red Roses in many games are so dominant that actually when the game is very tight, the pressure almost comes on even more? Is that something you've ever spoken about? You obviously, the Six Nations game against France was sort of like you're in a commanding lead, and then all of a sudden French carts start coming back, and then it suddenly got a bit of a nail biter. Obviously you had Canada as well.
Yeah.
Is there a fear of that maybe you're not tested very often, so that when you do, it becomes a bit of a burden?
I don't think it's like a fear, but I definitely think we learn from those moments, and the fact that we didn't play well in those games. Like, we've reviewed those and we didn't play like us and we still managed to win. I think that gives you a bit of, not motivation, like confidence that even when you play badly, you can still grind out a win. So that's probably like a big thing for us, is we know that even if on our bad days, we can still grind out a win and be able to, learn from it as well.
With the Canadian game and obviously the French game, and those, when you said you've reviewed it, was there the same theme in both games, what you didn't maybe get right?
I think it was like the Canada game was probably a bit of game management, and France, probably our defence wasn't up to scratch as well. Completely different themes, but we've managed to learn from it, and definitely focusing on training.
Enough about losing World Cup finals then.
Yeah, let's move on. It's dark times, isn't it, for all of us?
And it's not going to happen this time, hopefully.
The internet says you're a very keen cricketer. Is this true or false?
That always comes up. I feel like always is the cricket. I played cricket until I was maybe 12, and I always played cricket in the summer, rugby in the winter. My mum is my main motivation why I liked cricket, because she didn't like watching rugby, because cricket's obviously you can take a picnic and it's very relaxed environment, but I just was not good at cricket. I couldn't bat really. I could maybe slog it around a couple and maybe get 20 runs or get out first ball, and I really couldn't bowl, but I was a very good fielder.
Excellent fielder.
So great team player, me.
That's a selfless position.
Yeah, exactly. But I did go to Sri Lanka with cricket, which was very cool, actually.
Good experience?
Very cool experience. Can't remember much, obviously. I do remember it rained heavily and I did a massive slide in my cricket whites. So that was quite fun as well.
It didn't get called off?
Didn't get called off, no. We also did play Sri Lanka B team, the women's Sri Lanka B team. And we're I don't know if you know villages around Oxfordshire. It's called Charlbury. It's a tiny little village. And we played Sri Lanka B team. And we got absolutely thrashed. And it was a bit embarrassing, but it was, great story.
Nice experience.
Yeah, really good experience.
There's also a rumour that you do a good Taylor Swift tribute act.
Oh, yeah, I have done that once. Or twice, actually.
What's the initiation when you become a Red Rose? Because when we get our first caps, we sing a song.
Yeah.
And then we have to have a drink with It's meant to be every member of the squad, but nothing ever gets to that stage.
Yeah.
What is the Red Rose initiation?
Singing a song on the bus. Yeah. Hannah Bottoman leads that on the bus. If you score a try, if you hit a special cap, or it's your first cap, you sing. And that, I think
so
that's
if you score a try, you have to sing?
Yeah.
I'll be passing it over the try line to I'll be like, no.
See, I'm like, I want someone to pass me the ball so I can sing.
So you get the Taylor Swift out.
Exactly. Also don't know any lyrics to any songs, so not great, but I like singing like school primary songs on the bus whenever it's my time.
Is that what you go for?
Yeah, that's what I go for, because I sang it every day, so like I actually know the lyrics to those songs.
Nice. And with your forgetful memory, that's a good banker. This one is actually my favourite.
Oh yeah.
You invented a board game.
Tuk Tuk. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, tell me about this board game.
I actually did not invent it. That is a big fat lie. I didn't invent it. Someone, I think from France, maybe it was a French game, and then it slowly like dripped through women's rugby, and it's a bit like Frustration. You know that game Frustration where you like, and you have to get all around the board, and get home basically. But I made like everyone makes their own themed one. Like there's mountains and like every theme, like there's different mountains on the theme, and I made a London Underground one.
So you're an excellent cricketer / fielder.
Yeah, fielder. Mm-hmm.
You're a Swiftie.
Yeah.
You're a board game. Well, like your interpretation of it.
Yeah.
So you just can do everything.
I mean, what is it called? Jack of all trades, but master of none.
Yes.
But probably not even like, I'm definitely not a master of any. I do it for about 2 weeks and then I move on.
Well, we'll put that to test because Coley has the game for you, Maud.
Oh, okay.
Do you play darts?
I don't play darts.
What you do today?
Okay, yeah.
Right, it's time to play THB, Treble Bullseyes. Every month, we, along with our partners, Watches of Bath, donate money to a local rugby club. If you want to enter, please use the link in the episode description. And if you've already entered and don't win today, don't worry, you'll be automatically entered into next month's draw. And you can't enter more than once, so don't bother. I have a randomizer, hopefully on screen now. Taking up half my body. Let's get randomising. These clubs, please look out for Nondescripts Rugby Football Club, who want new tackle bags. Widnes Rugby Union Football Club, who want to give their change rooms a lick of paint. And finally, Newport Slot Rugby Union Football Club to pay for mine and Ben's drinks on our next visit.
Come on, Newport.
And the winners are Sherborne Rugby Football Club, who want money for some new rugby equipment. Right, let's go darting.
Maud, rugby equipment, bit of pressure for tyres, but we need your dart name first.
We'll go with Maud, hopefully on the board.
Maud, hopefully on the board. I felt like you were changed. You couldn't quite commit. All right, so Maud, hopefully on the board. It is your time to go darting. Oh, what a start!
That is 60, which is £600.
Maud,
Straight off the top rope.
it doesn't matter what you do now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 130, which gives us £730.
730 quid, I'd say, gets a lot of equipment, Maud. How are you feeling? That's you've done very well so far.
Yeah, not too bad. Hopefully keep up the good work.
Let's have it.
That's another £120, which brings us to £850.
That is magnificent. I've got to say, Maud,
Yeah.
you're a powerful darts thrower. Like, literally blink and it's hit. Right, finally, the bonus bill dart. You got to hit either the red or green of the bullseye because everyone deserves a bonus no matter what's happened. So good luck. To double your money.
It's tough all the money, okay. No.
Oh, so
close.
For those on audio form, it is, well, I'd say a bee's dick away. That's how close it is to the bullseye. It is honestly that close.
That's great.
There, you can take it with you. There you go. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling great. Gutted that I didn't get the double the points, but it's about the hard work that matters.
Off the top of my head, I think that's probably the highest we've No, close. That's second highest. I think Ant's
Better than
maybe.
yours, Ben, yeah.
Yeah, it's blown him out of the water. But if you'd hit the bullseye, that would have blown everything out of the water. So,
Yeah.
how much do they get, Coley?
850 quid for
Mate.
Sherborne Rugby Football Club.
Maud,
Got to
great
get rid of
work.
that.
Maud, best of luck with the World Cup. And we'll see you again very soon. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me.
For the love of rugby.
If you want to drop us a line, get involved with our socials.
Just search for @LoveOfRugby. And if you've listened to all our episodes and need another podcast, go and find Joe Marler's Things People Do.
See you next time.